This conference will now be recorded.
Hello, hello, hello. Am I audible?
Hello.
Am I
Yeah, it's
audible?
me.
Okay, I am really sorry. Whatever happened to yesterday's class and today's class also. Actually, that try like the session's link has been got expired. We didn't notice that. That is the reason it got delayed. Technical issues happen sometimes. So you have to bear with that. And I'm really sorry for yesterday's class that I didn't even notice that you people were not there in the class, and I was in my flow that I didn't notice. If you people see the WhatsApp messages that people couldn't join, please inform me once so that I could look up for that and I'll be aware of it. So once I'm in a flow with the class, I'll be not aware of that. So what I can say is for I think I'm really very sorry for yesterday's class. So let us begin today's class shortly and let us brief about all the git things today and let us end this session quickly because I think even you people are also a day it's like end of the day. I think even you people got trusted or something like that, or I don't know that you people are waiting for the class or something. um have you people got like dinner, everything got over?
No, Preeti.
Hello.
Yet to
Yeah,
no, Preeti. So
Okay.
once after the class, thought of going and having it.
Fine, 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 fine. Good. Nice to hear from you people. Okay, fine. Guys, today I think let us start our session. Is anybody messaging in the WhatsApp? Can you please check it for 2 minutes? Has anybody messaged it? Hello?
no one is missing.
No, no, Preeti. We can continue.
Okay, okay, fine. Then let us continue our class. Then we'll be having a very good session today about let us learn about the basics about Git today. I think everybody has been installed your Git bash in your systems, right?
Yes.
Okay. Have you people tried working on that or something? Has have you worked any comments on that or what?
No, no, Preeti. We haven't worked on it.
Okay, fine. Let us have some basic idea about Git, and I'll give you some of the important commands today, so that you can try that and you can work upon it. Basically, what? So basically, you have to install the Git. Already, you have been installed that in the Git on the Windows, I think. So let us yesterday I have told you to install the Git. I think everybody have been installed it. So by default in the Linux machine, Git is available. Let's see how that Git is available in the class actually. Let's see once. Um, I'll share my screen first of all. Then you people will not be able to. Does my screen got shared to you people?
Uh, yes, Miss Mansu.
Okay, okay, fine. Um, Let us go to the AWS console quickly. Now, is my screen getting viewed for you people that I'm going to the AWS console now?
Yes, Mansu.
Okay, okay, fine. Okay, okay, fine. Uh, just sign into your console once. What I'm trying to explain is in Ubuntu or any Linux machine, you'll be having a Git version downloaded over there. Let us see how that has been working. I have already launched an Linux machine yesterday itself. So again, I don't want to go and again don't want to set all my instances. So once the instances whichever is running, I'll be taking that instance only and I'll be connecting to that and I'll be showing you that itself. Let's see with that. Yeah. Linux machine. Yesterday I have been connected. Uh, let's connect to this server itself. CD, whenever you tried logging into your Linux, sorry, your Git bash, you have to go to the CD is the change directory in the Linux that it's like a Windows. Like whenever you go to the folder in an normal desktops in the Windows, like same way, you'll be creating a folder. So once folder is created, you'll be double clicking that and you'll go to the files. So that this is type of change directory in the Linux. You called it as a change directory, whichever the working directory you are being present, it will be showing that directory. So now we are telling change the directory to the downloads machine. So now it is going to downloads machine. You can see, I think you people can see it is in downloads, right? Hello.
Yes, Mansu, we
Hello.
can see.
Yeah, yeah. Please respond because I can't. Whenever I'm doing the practicals, I can't go to the again to your go to meeting session and I can't see. So please respond whenever I ask something so that I can't. There will be no issue with the thing which yesterday happened. Right?
Sure, sure.
Okay. Quickly, let's go to the Git as I told. Then you have seen here. You give it as a Git version. Sorry. First, let us connect to the Linux machine over here. Uh, Now it will get connected to the Linux machine. Yes, it is got connected to the Linux machine. So now give it as Git version over here. It is there automatically present in that. Yeah, see, you can see that 2.34.1 is basically present in the Git version of the Linux machine. So you can I can say it's like on git hyphen version tells you the version about all those things. It is already present. It is an command line utility where you can store locally and you can run all the git commands over here. So git is an command line tool. It will changes the change to all the changes to the file system. See, uh, basically I'll be writing some hundreds of lines of code. So where will I store all those code? we use Git for storing all those code. So in basically in some of the companies we use Git, in some of the companies we use GitHub, and in some of the other companies they use Bitbucket. Everything is like storing the, because it's use that mainly useful of this Git is to store our code. It's my basic intention is to store our code is to store the code we use Git actually. So coming to that, Git and GitHub. So whatever all the changes we made, it will be that from the developer, what are all the changes the developer has been made, we can also see through the Git. So if you want to take some previous codes whichever developed by the developers, we can, everything can be get through the, all those things can be done through the Git itself. So and it is a basically what I can say is it is also a collaboration tool between the developers, everybody, like where whatever the code which is developed by the developer, that will be stored in the Git. Then coming to like I can basically tell is like Git is an version control, ocean control system, as I told in previous classes, also in the other classes also I have told this. Then it is also a open source, everybody can use this. Then we have to install, like it is basically use it to track the source code changes. Then we have to install here in Git, we have to install here. Then once we have to install here, like a basic difference between Git and GitHub is like where you can store the code in the cloud. Git is like it's an open source, whereas GitHub is also a open source, like you don't have to install GitHub over here, it's already created in the cloud. We have to create the account in the GitHub. Like our day to day work will be stored in the GitHub actually. So once our code gets stored here, everybody, the developers, whatever the changes or whatever the codes which are written by the developers in the company will be stored there itself. So from there we actually track the code which is developed by the developer, and then we build the code, and then we deploy it to the wherever we need, like it might be in EC2 instances or whatever, it may be on Kubernetes, or like it is to the production server, like it may be dependency of their companies. Then coming to repositories, I can say there will be having two types of repositories. One is local repository and then remote repository. Basically, local repository is like we'll be storing our local system of the users code will be stored in local repositories, and in remote repository like which is stored in the GitHub, or it might be on Bitbucket. So this is what I meant to say about repository. See, like you can also go to the GitHub, GitHub. Here you have to create the GitHub account over here. You have to sign in over here, and then you can track the source code changes, whoever has been done over here. Everything you'll be coming to know over here. Give some email ID and then get sign into your once. If you have an account, okay, fine, that is fine. Otherwise, create an account. There is a free trial version also given for this, so you can also try with those things. Uh, and I told it has having a local repository, and let us go to the paint, and I'll tell you about repositories, like because this is, it will be a very important once if you are good at understanding about the architectures, you, it will be very useful for you people also. See, think this is one this is an local repository and this is an remote repository. Let's write here, this is an local repository, and here So local repository, and here is an remote repository. So you have to add the connection between basically from remote local repository to the remote repository. So let us first we'll be doing it on Windows. Let us see, let us create some remote repository and local repository in the practical wise, so that you can understand clearly. Does my paint screen got shared to you people?
Yes, Mansa.
Okay, okay, fine, fine. Then quickly, like within 10-15 minutes, we'll brush up our class actually, like basics of Git. Okay, now let us try to create a repository in the remote repository and local repository in the Git. 1 minute. Again, let us take another window. So give it as CD, as I told, change directory, and CD downloads. Uh, Here. Once that is done, just first create one directory over here, giving it as mkdir git practical. Then here the directory will be created. Cannot create. Okay, already the okay, okay, mkdir uh, git practical one. I'll give it. Okay, now your directory has been created over here. As an I think like in yesterday's class, I have seen created of git practical, so I was not able to create again because already the file exist has been showing over here. So now let us go to the great git practicals once. I think, see, now you have been here, the folder which has been created has been gone over here. Now let us see whatever has been present over here. Okay, now for creating the repository, first you have to initialize it. You have to go to the session of download sessions. From there you have to go to the git practicals. 1 minute. Now let us initialize our test remote over here. This is a first basic command in your Git. Everybody, like in all the interviews, you'll be having this basic question of this Git itself. From Git master to hyphen hyphen bear. In a Bear repository, Bear is nothing but it is an remote repository. Uh, we are not going to store any code in this Bear repository. If you want to store the code, we have to clone it first. Once we have been cloned to it, then only we can store our code over there. So it can be like information, objects, it can be reference, or it can be it's anything like head configuration, description, everything in the bare repository. If you wanted to store your code from local repository to the remote repository, first it has to be cloned over there. That in that way itself you can store your code. So these are the basic commands. This is the first command, like git initiate master is a bare, as I'm showing you that it is nothing. It bare is nothing but bare repository is nothing but an remote repository. Like you can't even store the code until you clone it. So go to the version where you are there. See, you can see you are in the master branch over here. So once that is given, remove the by using rm hyphen rf commands. Don't get scared of all this commands. Actually, once you go to the linux, you will be learning all these commands. Rm is used for remove whatever the directory which has been created, or anything of the git, anything which has been created, everything will be deleted. If you use an rm command, it is for nothing but an remove option, and hyphen rf is nothing but if forcefully you're removing that content. Give it as an rm hyphen rf and master. So it will be it everything whatever you have created there, it will get deleted over there. So now go to the test remote over here. Once that is given, okay, I think no such file or directory found over here. Okay, I think let's give it as cd test 1, because we have not created. Okay, once we have created any directory or anything file, you will be getting an test remote over here. So what you have to do is, you just have to clone from the remote repository, like as I showed over here. Here you will be having a local repository, and here you will be having a remote repository. Like whatever the code which is stored, which is present in the local repository, is automatically gone to the remote repository, so that you have to clone over here. Once that is got clone, you have to clone it. So here you have to create one master branch. From here you will be having from here you will go to the in local repository, one master branch will be created automatically. So you here, then file one also will be created automatically in the local repository. In the remote repository is nothing but then test master will be created accordingly. So if you wanted to store the code, we have to clone it, and from bare repository, from the bare master to some other folder where we want to store our code. Like clone, we use this, we can create our local repository. So coming to an git clone, first option is like here you have to create something called, like you give it as cd test remote slash. I think the directory has not been created over here. Uh, lscd, then give it as like whatever everything the direct is, or whatever it is present over here, everything will be shown there, shown over here. So once that is given, so just you have to clone your thing. You have to clone from the test remote to the uh, git repo. Test remote is the remote repository, and then git repo is the local repository. Like it's showing it does not exist. Fine. I'm telling you about the basic commands, like what you can give over here. So it will create all this. Too many arguments. Let's continue, like let's give us once again test remote. 1 minute. Git init master hyphen hyphen where. Okay, initialize empty git repository, c user. Okay, then cd test remote test remote, as I have given a correct spelling itself. I don't know why this file or the directory has been again I'm getting that error itself. Okay, fine, let us see like what happened over here. What I can say is like in git branch, git branch shows in which branch you will be working. Basic commands of all this is, first you have to give git init master hyphen hyphen bear, then give to the git initialization, it will get initialized over here. Git test remote over here, hyphen hyphen bear. uh, from there come to the cd test remote slash, from there you have to clone the test remote
Excuse me.
slash git repo
Excuse me.
test remote. Yeah, tell me.
I think MKDIR test remote has to be,
Mkdir test remote has to be created over here. I mean, you are telling that
yeah.
I have created yesterday itself, I think. 1 minute, let's check with that. Git init test remote hyphen hyphen where initialized. Yes, it has been happened. Cd test remote. Okay, now your bare remote repository has been created. Then we'll go to the ls. Then see, in this you can see hooks, informations, objects, and references, everything over here. Now, as I told, bare repository, and it's like remote repository. Like even it will be a very like even if you go to the notepad and see, everything will be easy for you once if you do all, like you have, once you see the class you have to note down all this thing, and then go to the git repo. So okay, git repo one, right? Git, create that also. Now cd git repo slash. Okay, now even it is in the same thing, give it as ls. Then that is given, you have to change the directory for the git repository, because you have given the change repository over there. Okay, in which branch you are present, in the master branch it will be showing over here. Here you create one more file over here. See, like whenever you are creating a file, it displays the master over there. So whenever you create a file, it tells it which is an untracked file, or which is like basically you will be having three types of files. You will be having untracked file, you will be having staging area, and also git repo over here. Once Wait, let's here you'll be having one master and you'll be having some file one, and here you'll be having by default it will be created already. So you'll be having a local repository. What is the name of this local repository? It is an git repo. So test remote, you will be giving this as some name as test remote. We'll add, we'll add here like it is in bare repository test remote I told. So you'll be going to the git branch, it in which branch I'm working, it will show whenever you type in git branch over here, wherever it is in master, basically it will be in master branch, it will be shown to you people. So whenever you create any file, basically you'll be having three types of files. One will be of, will be having some area like untracked area, staging area, and git repo. So it will be having untracked, this is called as untracked area. Wait. So this is called untracked area, and this is staging area. Staging area is also called as index area, and untracked area is also called as working directory, and this is git repo. So whenever we create the file, these are all the basic things it will come. So what you have to do this, you have to move this file, you'll be file one is present over here. See, from there you'll be coming to the untracked area, from there to staging area, from there to the git repo, and then to the test remote repo. Everything will be whatever the code file one, in file one whatever it is present, everything will be going to the test remote repository. See, whenever it is present over in the local repository, nobody can see your code, or nobody can take your code, or they cannot do anything because it is in local. But if you keep it in the remote, everybody can see that. Everybody whoever wants the code, they can pull the code from here, and they can change the code from here. They can share the files over here. So basically it will store the code whatever you are going to stored over here. Like file one wanted to share all the other whatever the other people have it, so you should store in the remote so everybody can access it. So local repository is like only one who, only one can access that, but in remote repository everyone can access that. So now we have to create a file in untracked area. From untracked area to track the file, one want to store that in the git. After that we have to share it with our any other team members, everything. Then we can store in remote repository that anybody can take it. So let us see in tomorrow's class like how we have to from untracked area to staging area, from staging area to git repo, and how to clone it, and how you are putting it into the remote test remote repository. In all the interviews you will be having a basic question how to create a file and put it into some remote repository. basically you will be having some three commands like git add finish and git commit -m and the changes, and then git push. These are the three basic commands everybody should know. Add commit push, add commit push, for everything you will be doing the same thing: add commit and push, add commit and push. This is only these three commands are very important in the git. Is it fine for today's class?
Yes, ma'am, sir.
Okay, then let's end the session today and continue in the tomorrow's class. We'll be doing practical. Like I'll show in the windows like how to open the Git, and how the people will work in the companies. Where will the developer stores the code? From there, how to create the folder. If you are in the main folder of the Windows of Git, there you can go to your git folder, and then you can by add commit and push you can see the file whichever present in the windows can be gone through your. Yeah, this is what I wanted to tell you people. Like I think you people got a basic idea about git, right? Like a few things like how git works in the companies, like what is git. I think you people came to know a few things about git today, right? Hello, Chandu, Hemant, Prabodh, Spurti, Rajesh.
Ah,
Yes, Muthu.
yes, ma'am,
Okay,
sir.
fine, 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 fine. Okay, then today let us end our session. See you guys tomorrow.
So, what time will be the classes tomorrow?
Tomorrow it will be at 8 only. Today to the I think I was out actually today. That's why I couldn't able to join at 8. So I postponed the session to the 9 o'clock. So from tomorrow it will be at 8 itself. Usually we'll start our class at 8:15 itself. So no more delays for tomorrow. Nothing.
Okay. Thank